From the quirky to the downright hilarious, the names we give animals, you won't believe what this one is called, are often just as strange as the animals themselves. Here are some of the world's critters with the weirdest names. I love boobies, and the best places to see them hang out are in the tropical and subtropical regions where it's nice and warm. Places like Central and South America and the Galapagos Islands where they dive headfirst into the ocean hunting for fish. You get all sorts of boobies, 6 to be exact, including the striking red-footed boobies or Sula with their blue beaks. Male blue-footed boobies like to show off their bright blue feet, usually in a high-stepping dance to attract females, but this one refuses to budge. The brighter the blue, the healthier the male. Boobies or Sula nebouxii get their name from the Spanish word bobo, meaning fool or clown, thanks to their comically and clumsy landings. But who needs to be graceful if you have charming feet like this? From the cute boobies, we now move to charming tits. Tits are found everywhere across Europe, Asia, North America, and Africa. There are a wide range of different types of tits, from the striking blue tit to the beautiful long-tailed tit and the larger great tit, brightening up gardens and forests with their chatter, curious personalities, and pretty plumage. In breeding season, they're often spotted in pairs raising their chicks. They get their name from an old Icelandic word meaning small, celebrating their petite charm. The great tit is definitely my favorite, and can imitate the sounds of other birds and even some mechanical noises, making them the mimic artists of the bird world. While tits are nearly everywhere, we have to head down south to find the Dik-Dik, a member of the genus Madoqua, which includes 4 species of small antelopes. There are plenty of these little fellows around, which is amazing considering their tiny size and ability to thrive in the African savannas and bushlands across eastern and southern Africa. I even have them here at the southernmost tip of Africa, along the Atlantic Ocean, which I now call home. These pint-sized critters stand about 1.5 feet tall and have excellent hearing and sharp eyesight, helping them to avoid Africa's many dangerous predators. They're usually seen in pairs and mate for life, living a quiet existence foraging for leaves, shoots, and fruit. As for the name, Dik-Dik comes from the sound they make when startled, warning others of danger. While Dik-Diks are hard to spot out in the wild, finding shags can be easy depending on where you look. Common and imperial shags are mostly found along the rocky coastlines and cliffs of North Africa. But in the rugged stretches of the European coast, you'll find plenty of European shags. You don't even have to look very hard. You can even find shags in Antarctica. These aquatic birds live in colonies perched high above the waves and are expert divers that can dive up to 45 meters or 148 feet underwater to catch fish. Shags are the smaller cousins of the cormorant family and get their name from an Old Norse word meaning tuft or crest, which describes their head feathers. Another creature I often spot on my walks along the beach is the comical African jackass penguin. With their tuxedo-like colors and waddling walk, they always remind me of Charlie Chaplin. Or in a group like this, the local bird mafia. These penguins, now officially known as African penguins after an unfortunate name change, got their original moniker from the loud braying calls they make, which sound just like donkeys. They can swim up to 20 kilometers or 12 miles per hour, making them one of the fastest swimming birds, but clearly not as agile on dry land. They are also known for their strong pair bonds. Once they find a mate, they stay loyal to each other, often returning to the same nesting site year after year to raise their chicks together. And when it comes to names, the lucifer titi monkey definitely got the short end of the stick. The small titi primates from the lush rainforests of Peru, spend their days swinging through the treetops, snacking on fruits and leaves, and sticking close to their tight-knit family groups. But why would anyone think that the red cousin of these sweet, furry little beasties is devilish? Apparently, if you're the red-haired family member, Lucifer is tacked to your name, while titi comes from the chattering sounds all the family members make. Our next contender sounds like a character straight out of a magical fantasy novel. I kid you not, meet the Wunderpus Photogenicus. These unusual guys are found in the shallow waters of Indonesia, the Philippines, and Vanuatu. This small octopus can change its body shape and mimic other sea creatures like lionfish or sea snakes to scare off predators. The name Wunderpus comes from the German word Wunder, meaning wonder or marvel, and the suffix pus, no, not from cats, but from the Greek word for foot, often used in naming octopi, or as some say nowadays, octopuses. The photogenicus part is for its strikingly unique patterns that make it a favorite among underwater photographers. Despite its flashy name, very little is known about the Wunderpus. Its elusive lifestyle keeps it shrouded in mystery, adding to its charm. Let's stay underwater and head down to the coasts of Australia, home to not only an insanely weird critter, but one of the most bizarrely named sharks that only the Aussies will come up with. The name wobbegong, of which there are 12 species, comes from an Aboriginal word meaning shaggy beard, which makes perfect sense once you see the distinctive fringe of fleshy lobes around its mouth. And it's those very beards they use to attract prey by mimicking the appearance of seaweed. These bottom-dwelling sharks grow to between 1.5 to 3 feet long, are efficient hunters and masters of camouflage, blending into coral reefs and rocky seafloors as they wait to ambush their prey. With their flat bodies and intricate patterns, they almost look more like underwater rugs than predators. When you're called wobbegong, it's no surprise you're one of nature's more eccentric sharks. If you thought you've now heard it all, let's take a closer look at the rods that belong to the Paridae family, one of the ocean's most colorful and quirky groups of fish. But one that's not as colorful as the rest of his family found another way to stand out. The slippery dik, found in the western Atlantic Ocean, gets its name from its slimy, slippery texture, which helps it evade predators. And the dik part is just an old nickname for small fish like this one. Short in size but big on character, the slippery dik definitely lives up to its, well, let's just say, unusual name. Click the video on the screen now for more weird, wonderful, and odd things found around our planet. And please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next adventure.